As always, I start in with my Beauty Secrets base coat. You'll notice that my pinky nail is pretty badly lifted, and that's just from over excessive filing, but it'll grow back out. It's fine. It'll heal. A couple of my other nails are like that as well, but it'll be fine. They'll grow back and it's all fine. I've done it before. I then use this Salon Perfect Mer-Made of Money for a base coat as my middle ring, and I believe my thumb towards the end as well, because I was kind of doing this as I went. I didn't really have a plan. I was just like, I'll just start and try to come up with something, and that's what I basically did this whole video. This plate is a collab plate by Twystar. She's another YouTuber on YouTube. If you just look her up, her name is Twystar with the underscore, and she's got a video where she does this plate and she uses Sharpies, and it looks really cool. Hers turned out really pretty as well. Ended up doing 2 layers of this stamp so that it would look like choppy sea foam on top of an ocean. And then I laid down a generous amount of this Salon Perfect Clear Coat for the decal of the mermaid that I'm going to reverse stamp and apply to my nail. When coloring an image on a decal mat, you kind of want to do the same method as you would as a stamper. And by that, well, I mean you color it in without touching the mat with the tool, because if you do that, it'll mess up the image. Unless you do something like put a clear coat over that stamp and then color it in, because then the stamp is protected by that dry clear coat. First of all, I don't know what I was thinking when I started peeling this up with my nail file, because duh, look what's about to happen. Oh, wow, I poked it. Wow. That's okay. It ends up being fixable, but just so you know, don't do that, because you'll be dumb like me and end up messing up your thing. I end up just putting it back on my nail anyway, and then coloring in that little broken spot with the same color I used for her skin, and it ends up looking just fine, and it's not a big deal. But if you do that to something else and it's not fixable, it can just make you feel like you've ruined your whole life. So just don't do what I did. Just don't do it. I start to apply this black polish because I'm intend on doing a hollow over it, and I think that hollow over black polish makes it really pop. I could be completely wrong, but in my eyes, when I look at it, as opposed to putting it over a white polish, I feel like the black polish just makes it pop more. I could be crazy. Wouldn't be the first time, but I feel like it looks cool, so that's what I did. And then I start to make 2 decals for the mermaid scales that are going to go on that index hollow and the pinky hollow. And I'm only going to color in a few of the scales on each one so that the hollow still shows through. That way there's like a couple of colored in scales, and then you've got that big hollow space so that it shimmers in the light like a big diamond in the sky. This time I'm a little bit smarter, and I go in with my cuticle pusher and or my orange stick, and I peel it up instead of being a dummy and trying to peel it up with a nail file. Don't do that. Why did I do that? Anyway, I press it to my nail, glue it down with some clear coat. That is by Sally's, not the Salon Perfect Clear Coat. I use the Sally's, what's it called? Beauty Secrets. And use that as a glue. And then I glue it down and trim off all the excess and all that. With this decal, I realized that I didn't video myself doing the type or applying it to my nail. I don't know why that didn't show up, but my apologies. But I think I do it with the other little decal that I make and that I put on my other hand. I take this Oil Slick Salon Perfect black polish and I make a border around that decal for a little bit more detail. When I was doing this last line, I start to realize that it's a little thicker than I wanted it to be, and I try to fix it, but I end up messing it up more. So, I mean, it turns out okay though, so I wasn't too unhappy with it. It doesn't completely mess it up. It's just a little bit messy, but I'm happy with the way it turned out. At last, I apply a top coat over that, and the mani's finished. I hope you'll like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.